Don't touch anything.
It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
Welcome to The Real Deal with me, Larry Lawton. We got a great show. I got my brother Dave here to update us on the news and NCAA March Madness. Dave, welcome to the show, bro.
Oh, great time of year. Great time of year. How you doing, everybody?
Well, we got a great week. This week, I was going to be in Vegas, but I got to be in L.A. now because I was going to be at the cigar show in Las Vegas. That's going on. So, but I want to thank our sponsor, Oliva Cigar. They are the best. Check out my book, Gangster Redemption. And, of course, my cigars are going very well. They are the
Crooked Diamond,
Dave. So, bro, first of all, let's welcome to the show. Dave's a sought-after guest. You really are. People email and text. They say,
I don't know why.
Hey, where's your brother coming back? Where's your brother? Right, Nick? Is that true?
That is true, yes.
And so I often do that, and we got a cat. Come on, Molly. Come on. Oh, she can't get in, Nick. Nick will get her in. Nick is the cat. Anyway, bro, we got a lot going on. We got, first of all, we got two wars. Not our wars, but you know what I'm hearing about the wars? And I just read this. I don't know if it's true. You can let me know. That now Biden don't want to fund the Israeli-Hamas war or something with weapons?
It's not like he don't want to fund them. He wants them to open up a corridor for humanitarian, for food. People are starving over there. And
well, they should do that, I think.
Well, Netanyahu don't want to do it because he said the Hamas is stealing the food. But Biden wants him to open up a corridor in the north, which Netanyahu says that in the north.
No, you're good.
Netanyahu says in the north that it's all under control. That the IDF, which is the Israeli Defensive Forces, have control of it and all. So then open up some corridors in the north and let the people eat some food.
What is the end to this, do you know? I mean...
I don't know. You got to ask Netanyahu. The end of it, he wants to destroy Hamas totally.
Well, I can't blame him. I mean, Hamas is a terrorist organization. It's not a state.
I agree, but they're killing so many innocent children, 16,000 children under 16 years old.
Hamas is killed?
No, Israel, but by bombing buildings and shit.
Oh, whoa.
So a lot of innocent people
what do you
are
do?
dying.
Let me ask you a question.
I understand it's a fragile thing, but
I'm going to be a hard-nosed ass. If this is America and somebody's bombing America, I don't give a F where they hide when they go back to their country. If I know it's this group, and they're in, let's say Canada started doing that. And then Canada started hiding their weapons in school. I'm sorry, I got to wipe out. They're killing Americans every day, bombing them. You got to wipe out that country.
Well,
right? I mean, I hope people don't think I'm some hard-ass idiot, but I'm not. I'm just trying to say.
It's tough. I mean, there's a lot of innocent people that don't like Hamas. But
then what are they supposed to do?
They can't do nothing. Hamas is a dictator. What is a mafia guy supposed to do that don't want Gotti? Either he kills Gotti or he gets killed.
Yeah, but Dave, that person is also not going to be, sitting
Well,
there.
my point is, there's a lot of people that don't want Hamas, but they got nothing to vote on. They got nothing. Hamas just is too strong.
But Dave, I'll tell you what I think, though. You could go. You're splitting hairs now. If Hamas is hiding in hospitals, right? And that's where their headquarters are. That's what everything is. And all
okay,
that
so if three Hamas guys are hiding in a hospital and there's 2,000 hurt people in the hospital, drop bombs on it?
No, if it's
so what do you do?
No, hold on, I'll tell you. If it's it's three of them, you go get them. If they're hiding, you can only hide so long. And if I find out that you're hiding them, then you go, we kill you. We put bullets to your head. And if they are a headquarters in that hospital. Sorry, you got to go.
That's not the case. The headquarters are in tunnels. You know that.
Yeah, I know. But those
not in hospitals.
Okay, so you don't think so? Who's when you hear somebody from America talking about? Because I hear it a lot. Oh, this or that. Where are we at?
I hear both sides, and I'm in the middle too. I don't know. I agree with Israel about Hamas, getting rid of Hamas, but I agree with the United States and other people that say enough's enough. I mean, you got 30,000 innocent people dead. 30,000 innocent people dead. And you keep telling them, all right, we're going into this area, move. There's no place for them to go no more. None. All of it's worse than Ukraine.
So Israelis not, is Israeli giving them safe passes to somewhere?
No. They're telling them to leave. You got 3 days to leave this area, and they're going in 10 cities and all, but no bathrooms, no running water, no food, no nothing, because they're going in for Hamas to certain areas. I'm talking areas with 1,400,000 people, not a project.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking neighborhoods like the Bronx or Brooklyn. All right, everybody move out of the Bronx.
Yeah, it's 2 million people.
Okay, so they all go to Brooklyn. All right, I clean up the Bronx, and now I got the Bronx under control. Now move out of Brooklyn. Where did they go?
Back to the Bronx.
No, because it's a parking lot. It's bombed. All their houses are gone. Their buildings. It's a parking lot. I mean,
I got Ben's coming on. He's coming on.
Where do you go?
I got Ben's coming on.
Ben's?
Zach. Yeah. So they're him and Gary and all of them talk about it. So I'm gonna.
Well, he's the Jewish person.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask them. That's gonna be a good one. Well, what's going on with Ukraine? Anything updated a little bit or?
They're hurting.
Who's hurting? Ukraine's
hurting because they don't have enough ammunition because the Senate, the House ain't passing the bill at the Senate.
Where do you go? I don't even know where I stand on that. I mean, I stand somehow.
Well, either you stand with Russia or you stand with Ukraine. Or what do you stand with?
No, it's money wise. Why isn't any other country putting up the money?
They are. NATO. Every country is. So get your facts straight. France, Germany, England, they're all putting up money. They all put up 2% of their GDP. Now, they're not putting up as much money as us because our GDP is way higher than a little country like Sweden.
Sweden ain't putting it. They're a neutral country.
No, well, they're NATO now. They became NATO a week or two ago, officially.
Yeah, you did,
they got their flag raised. And they're putting in 2% of their GDP.
To NATO? Is NATO funding this war?
NATO's funding the war, yes. They're not sending troops, but they're sending material. No boots on the ground, which Ukraine never asked for a boot on the ground. They just want the ammunition and stuff to fight them.
Right. All right. So I'm seeing that. Okay, I got that now. All right. Let me keep going. So I just had to hit my phone too. So let's keep going with the war. So I did see that. Was it Ukraine shot down a Russian plane or Russia shot it? Somebody's plane was shot down.
I didn't see that, but I do know that Ukraine has sent drones into Russia and bombed some of their gas fields up. That's why the oil fields. That's why the oil gasoline in the States here is going way up. Now it's $3.58 a gallon.
I know. What a crock of crap. And Biden.
And that Biden president has nothing to do with the price of gas.
You don't think the president can pressure countries? Oh, come on, bro. Why do we even have a president? He knows and everybody knows. Listen, I don't care who you are. The president might not be able to say do it, but their political pressure or money or military or whatever, if we started saying, okay, we're opening up every part of drilling you could do and processing.
Oh, in the United States, then the gas is going down, yes.
I mean, we got to do something. Why are we letting the price of gas dictate everything in America from another country? And this is crazy because I got an RV that takes a lot of gas.
Oh, yeah, but then you should live in Europe and go pay $6 a gallon of gas. And make less money in Europe than you make in the United States. That's what you should do then. And then maybe you'll appreciate $3.50.
Wow, he's making me feel good at $3.50
I'm serious. People. Google what the price of gas is in Germany, France, England, anywhere. Google it.
It's awesome.
No, I don't know, but
it is.
He's telling me get out.
Why? Because they rely on fuel from Russia.
Yeah.
You know that Russia used to have that.
They got the pipeline to Germany.
They used to, but that was shut down because of the Ukraine war.
Right. Well, I think they're already allowed to do something like humanitarian.
I don't know exactly, but I know in the beginning of that they were shutting the pipeline down. Whatever. I don't even think it was fully finished, 100% done at the time.
Dave, it's hard to argue with him right now because he knows a little bit. He follows this stuff.
Go on, keep going, Larry.
No, listen, I got him. So you
I got
don't
him in the
think
corner.
it has anything to do with having the Democratic president in office right now?
What are we talking about? The price of gas?
Right.
Very little bit. Very little bit. Very, very, very little bit. Has more to do with how many barrels Saudi Arabia is pumping. And when Saudi Arabia is pumping it for China and Russia, well, what are we supposed to do? We don't own Saudi Arabia. But Biden sent people over there. He was over there. He got pissed at them because they were raising the barrel of gas so high when it was over $4 a gallon here.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get into it to economics with you.
Yes, if we pumped our own gas, which we have plenty of gas here,
we do
enough. But there's a whole thing with environmental
strategic reserves and all that bullshit.
Environment.
That's another environment bullshit. And I'm an environmentalist. I mean, I believe in the climate.
No, you're not.
What do you mean I'm not an environmentalist?
Well,
What makes you an environmentalist?
I don't believe in offshore drilling. In the United States.
Where do you think our gas is?
No,
our fuel?
it's in Alaska.
Well, it's also offshore.
Yeah, but it's mostly in Alaska. Don't tell me I worked in Alaska. I was in the Coast Guard in Alaska.
Is it still mostly in Alaska?
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Okay.
The Alaska Reserve is
I don't
more than
know.
most of the country.
I don't know, but I know it's offshore too. Mm-hmm. I do know that.
They
How
do
much of it? I can't give you percentage-wise.
Right, but I think they could go far enough. I don't know. Maybe, listen, that's a deeper subject that I agree with.
Exactly. That's why.
But I do think it matters. You can't tell me all of a sudden Trump is president, gas is low, Biden's president, gas is high, because they know he ain't going to do it, because they know he's going to support this crap or that crap, and they're not going to do it. And they say, let's keep the... That's why, it's really money. They really want Biden.
Listen, I agree with you to an extent, but if you want to vote on a president because of the price of fuel,
I do.
Well, then okay. Then vote for Trump and let this country, no allies, no nothing, and whatever. And I mean, yeah, that's your option. That's really your option as a voter. But, you got to sometimes take the good with the bad. And if you want the good for gas, for the bad for Trump, well, then live with that. I mean, that's all I can say. There's a lot of bad things about Trump that people don't even know about.
Okay, well, we're going to go to Trump.
He's going to support Russia, and Russia go attack any neighborhood who don't pay their fair dues in NATO. Go ahead, go vote. I wouldn't touch.
Well, you know something? Maybe those countries would pay their fair due.
Oh yeah, maybe they won't. Maybe Putin would be the next Hitler. How do you know?
Okay, I'll tell you how I know. How's that?
Oh, yeah, okay.
1940. Listen, this is not 1940, 37 when they started the war in World War II.
Right, it's worse.
Oh, it's worse?
Yeah, with nuclear ammunition and all that.
Nobody is going to come to one country or another, bro, and invade it like America. Nobody is coming to America with landing craft like we did in Normandy in World War II and landing and doing an offensive like Patton and the big invasion, Eisenhower, and they all sought that invasion.
Today, no, Larry, but what happens if you let China do whatever they want, and China takes over the Philippines, and China takes over
what
Japan?
Do you think China can do?
And then they're way bigger and stronger than us. Now what?
What do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're going to come here with like people and like invade us and take us over?
Not mine in your time, no.
Not any time, bro. We got nukes.
Oh, I don't know.
Why don't people take over little countries with nukes? Why aren't we taking over North Korea? Why ain't anybody taking over North Korea? Because the guy's a psychopath. He's got freaking nukes.
Why aren't we taking over Iran? And they don't have nukes yet.
Huh?
Same reason.
Because we are playing by the rules.
Right. So Putin ain't playing by the rules. Neither is Xi Jinping.
Listen, my point to you is this, Dave. There's nothing that's going to make this world a one world like this. The world is not going to be run by one country or one entity or one person or one. It's just too big, too diverse, too far apart, and there's too much uncertainty. Listen, you want to get real? We started this crap with Russia. We are wrong. We are pushing to their borders. Listen to Putin sometimes. He's not totally wrong.
Why?
Why?
With the Ukraine war?
Yeah.
Why?
Because United States, first of all, let me tell you why. We have been pushing these countries to get into NATO. Why? I have no idea. because it's money and it's politics and it's political and it's strength. And it's the United States sometimes trying to be a bully of the world. Let me tell you, why do we need all of these countries so NATO'd against Russia right on their border when we said we wouldn't put it on their border? I don't know.
When did we say we wouldn't put it on their border?
That happened when Russia...
Attili
1940.
went over the border and attacked the country.
Okay, let me ask you a question, bro.
And they still ain't in NATO, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, that's why. That's another thing. They're not even a NATO country. They're not a NATO country.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
why are we helping them?
Because, you want to know why now?
Yeah.
Because in 1984, they were going to make a nuclear bomb. They had a nuclear bomb. We talked them out of making nuclears,
Right.
and we would protect them.
Right.
That's why.
So now they don't pay a thing. They don't pay the NATO. They don't do anything because they said they would never do
They want to be in NATO. They want to pay. It's not up to them. It's up to NATO to take them. And they didn't want to take them to piss Russia off. But now that Russia attacked them, what other border countries did they take? 2 of them. Sweden they took, and they took another country they're taking in on their border up on the north part.
You mean NATO's taking them?
NATO took them in. Well, they're officially
Accepted.
Sweden is, and another one
And
is...
Sweden is known as a neutral
And
country.
the other one
Switzerland.
is being taken in, whatever.
Looked at or whatever.
No, well, I don't know what country it is, whatever it is. Lithuania or somewhere, I don't know. If I saw a map, I would know it, but...
Oh, I got you. Well, listen, here's what I look at that, and, like you said, with the NATO or whatever. Listen, there's a lot of politics.
What, do you agree that...
I'm for Ukraine.
Okay, then we should be helping.
But here's what my problem...
Not with boots on the ground.
Dave, here's my problem. We have boots on the ground. I mean...
Not fighting
Not
Russia.
officially.
Okay,
but
Dave, right.
Let me ask you another question. See, here's my problem. Why is America... Now, and listen, why is America footing the bill for everything? And then this is what's happened to the United States forever. And I'm sick and tired of it. I don't care. I'm the president. You touch one NATO country, I'll bomb you, I'll wipe you out. Let's go all out. Period. End of story. If you're a nuclear country and you try to threaten one of the NATO countries who don't have, we will drop mega fucking bombs. And let's get right to the Palestine and Hamas and Israel. If I was Netanyahu, I'm sorry, people. You're going to hate me out there. But I would say, listen, you bomb America, I will bomb your whole country, wipe it off the map. How's that? You want to be the president? Try me. One time. Boom. And I would drive. Listen, I love people. Oh, that's not humanitarian. How about in World War II, 1945, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we wipe out millions of people. To this day, people are dying for that. Oh, but we're this beautiful, nice country that don't bomb. We dropped a bomb, bro, on babies.
The first nuclear bomb.
Kids, nuclear, vaporized. You know how many innocent? Most of the people were innocent. Almost 90% of them were innocent. And the United States wiped them out. Nobody said a word. Why? Now, all of a sudden, if you bomb a hospital or a school where they have some military people, you are the evil giant. I don't blame Israel. I'm at that point and sick and tired of that. I am sick and tired of all these countries hiding behind innocents, or what do they call that now? Guerrilla warfare, all of that. Wipe the building out.
Should the United States be supporting Israel?
Well, they're the only democracy right there. That's the only reason we're doing it. But I think only. I don't know. That's a very, very good question.
And if so, why Israel and not Ukraine?
But wait, here's
They're
another
both
thing.
not NATO,
Here's
so
why.
why?
Here's why, because Israel pays us back.
No, they don't.
Israel's not paying us?
No, we're giving them ammunition. But now Biden wants to give him ammunition under the rules of, don't be
now
killing.
Now you're trying to tell a person how to fight.
Well,
will give you the bomb, but you can't do it here, you can't do it there, you can't do it here.
No, he's not saying that. He's saying, you can't be killing 30,000 innocent people.
I love America. I love America. Listen, people, I want to know something. I want to let everybody know something. First of all, in America, I personally, bro, am a big fuck. You know, I'm an American. I'm a veteran. I'm all the kind of crap you want to get into, and I can go on and on. But why does the United States all this holy almighty crap when the United States houses more people and kills more people in our prison system than any other Mr. Humanitarian country? Why does the United States...
Nick, I thought you had all the cameras set up.
Oh.
We're recording.
Yeah, Dave, I don't know what you're doing, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't say. So why, Dave, does Hamas... see, you got me all messed up with the cameras. Okay, Dave, hold on. Forget the cameras. So why all of a sudden are we now worried about what everybody thinks? First of all, why should we care? How do we know Ukraine isn't doing crazy crap? I don't know. I'm just getting it. We're giving Ukraine whatever. Okay? Selling it, whatever. I think that's one thing. Selling is one thing. Secondly, listen, I don't think we should tell. You want to give them the weapons? This is your... Here. We believe in you. We believe in Israel. You going to fight the waterway? Why should we be responsible for what they do? Hey, if they get weapons...
We're not responsible.
So then why are we telling them what to do?
Because it's our equipment.
Oh, Dave, you think every other country that sells them something... says you
Larry,
can't
if somebody lends you a car and tells you don't do 100 miles an hour, they don't have a right to do that?
Of course.
All right.
But this is a lot different than that. You're telling a person how to fight. How
No.
about you lend them the car?
That's where you're wrong.
How about you lend them a car and say...
They're just saying you can't be killing 30,000 innocent people.
Yeah, then listen. If I was Netanyahu, I'd say just give me the stuff. Shut your mouth. Because I'll tell you
All right,
what.
then, now you're not getting the stuff.
Okay, hey Dave, I want to borrow your car, but you tell me I can't make a right turn. That's what you do. You're putting handcuffs on a guy with bombs.
No, I'm just telling you, be more careful. Don't go bombing a hospital for one guy when there's 2,200 innocent.
And David, has anybody said they did that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because they got a top official. Yeah, they said they did that.
Okay.
Because they had information.
Oh, but we don't believe in that, United States.
No, we don't believe in what?
Doing what they did, get that one guy.
No.
Oh, no. We didn't give Sammy Gravano freedom after killing 19 people to get one guy. Nick watched the movie last night.
I don't get it. No, I don't.
Right?
I don't get it.
They gave Sammy Gravano...
I know what they did.
I know, but we're talking about bombing a hospital.
Well, because I'm talking about what he's saying, that the United States shouldn't say it's okay to bomb this building that's got 10,000 people, but they got a guy in there who's responsible for murdering 100,000 people. I think I might take him out. The United States did the same calculation in World War II. We're going to kill all these innocent people, but we're going to save American lives in the long run. Because if we go do this long campaign, we were winning the war. The war was over one way or the other. It's just a matter of when. We were losing men. We were sending them overseas. It's hard to do that. That's why people don't understand it's so hard to just invade. You can invade all you want. You can't conquer. There's a difference between invading something and conquering something. Yeah. When you invade, you get in there. Now what? Listen, there's nobody in the world could come to America and say, now it's Russian. I wouldn't let it happen.
Russia's going into Ukraine and saying it's Russian.
You know as well as I do, they could go in there all they want. They're not going to be Russian unless, because it's what you are. That's why they're fighting so hard. That's why the Ukrainians are fighting so hard. That's why people fight so hard. Because it's who they are. You're fighting for something and not money and land. Those people in Russia who are fighting for land, why do you think their military is getting their ass kicked? On a one-on-one basis, so to speak.
Who?
Russia.
Whoa.
Because this guy's got heart. You'd come here, you wouldn't care. You think you're going to let a Russian come to tell you go sit down, you do nothing? You hit him with a bat. Do you understand this, Nick? But I'm just trying to tell, I don't believe America, and I'll say this in any show, should tell another country how to use its military in any way. We either give them their stuff or not. If we believe they're an irresponsible, a rogue country, then don't give it them, period. But why should... So now you're just saying whoever's got the most money wins? That's what's happening. If you tell a person we can't use equipment in one way or the other. Listen, if we are you're a friend. I'm trying to tell David. If I'm David wants something to beat up somebody, I'm going to give it to him. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to say, hey, Dave, here's the gun. Watch, shoot it in the crowd. If you got to put a bullet in the guy's head in Macy's, put it in his head in Macy's. If you happen to kill someone, you happen to kill someone. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel, bro. What? Am I wrong, Nick?
No, we just, no, not on your 15th example. It finally,
right.
The Sammy example was I didn't understand that one. I guess I get the gun one.
Yeah, how you telling a person what to do with that gun? If you're responsible enough to give them that gun and they're your friend and your money or whatever, I don't know how that goes. That's another whole politics bullshit. And I'm telling everybody out there, I hate anybody.
Okay, now let me come back.
Go ahead.
You give me a gun because I want to shoot someone at Macy's in the head, and I go there and I shoot 20 people. Not the guy in the head I wanted to shoot. I shoot 20 people.
Right.
And I come back there and I ditch my gun and I don't get caught. And I come back and I say, hey, I need another gun to shoot someone in the head. Now what?
Well, how do I know you did? If I know you did it, I'm not giving it.
It's all over the news.
That you did it. Oh.
I went into Macy's.
And I tell you, Dave, did you do it? No, I didn't do it, lad. Well, yeah, I got you.
But I had to ditch the gun anyway because somebody seen me with it. So give me another gun. I'm going to go back to Macy's.
Well, no, now.
I got to give it to you. What?
Now you know what he's doing, and now you are involved.
That's my point.
I don't know what he's doing.
But at the first time, he didn't know what he was doing, and it's okay.
We've been allies, very good friends with Israel, and we've supported them before in wars, with Palestine and with all of that crap.
I think David had a better point.
All of a sudden, now, it reached the point where we're helping them, but they're just going overboard now. Mm-hmm. According to a lot of people. Not according
to Salim Halig, the Palestinian congresswoman who should be kicked out of Congress too.
Her and some Republicans too. And it's not just one person, lad. This is a debate in Washington D.C. between all parties. It's a debate.
Listen,
is it one person? Fuck them. I mean, if you got 300 against one, I wouldn't even listen to the one.
Thanks, man.
But if you got 100 against 200, well, now let's hear both sides.
Well, I do agree, but I also think that hey, let me ask you a question, bro. I've been wondering this question, and maybe you have the answer. You got a pretty good grasp on a lot of this. Who is giving Russia all the weapons?
David.
All their drones. Iran's been giving them a lot of drones.
Yeah, big deal. Iran can't fund their war, can they?
Kim Jong-un sent over a bunch of rockets.
Hey, the little rocket man.
The rocket man sent over some rockets in exchange for technology on how to shoot a rocket to the moon and all this bullshit, outer space shit.
They don't know how to do that?
They still don't know how to do a lot of. They don't know how to Google.
They're third world. They're a third world country.
They can't get the second stage for a long range rocket or some shit. And
they can't just YouTube it.
I know they can't YouTube it. They go YouTube.
No one's
I just think
books.
Listen, everybody. Here's the problem with the United
States. Plus, lad, they're spending their country. Russia is in so much famine. Over there, their people are living so poor because all their money is going to the military. All the it's not going to people or nothing.
Yeah, no, that's one.
They're making a ton of money on gasoline, on selling fuel to Europe and all of that. Russia is, and they need it. I mean, but. They're making a ton of money, but all their money's going into military equipment. They're ramping up their factories to make more missiles and bombs, and they have the technology to do it.
Yeah, it's like World War II, when the United States turned the car factories into tank factories.
When a country could afford to do it, listen, their people eventually are going to get tired of starving.
Sure. No, that's why we can.
Whatever,
a lot of people didn't know the reason why the United States is so good is because Russia can't feed its own people. It doesn't have enough grain in its country. Actually, over time, the United States is so well balanced.
Ukraine is the grain capital of the world. You know that, right?
Yes.
Maybe that's what Russia's going for.
No, it's true. They cannot feed people. We are so lucky to have two oceans on our borders, two major oceans.
We can survive ourselves.
Yeah,
between
we really are.
Between farming and cows and growing vegetables and all of that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oil, everything. If we had to, we don't need a damn person in this world. Most countries need at least somebody.
We need
For
China for
something.
at least cheap goods.
Yeah.
We might need China for rice and Chinese food.
We had
No,
Chinese
you guys
food.
don't like Chinese food. You guys like American Chinese food.
Yeah,
So,
we went to
you don't need
last
that.
night, Dave. We had
I don't know the difference. I thought Chinese food was Chinese food.
it is, Dave.
What's
That's all
American
American
Chinese
Chinese
food
I'm with
compared
you,
to
bro.
Chinese food?
Chinese is Chinese.
You guys, yeah.
It's rice. It's Chinese.
Well, have you ever been to China, Nick?
Huh? No, but I've had Chinese food and it's disgusting. It's absolutely just it's like the
How do you
octopus.
know real China food? You know what they eat? They eat dogs.
Cats,
Okay.
dogs.
Really?
I'm not participating in that.
Well, then you
Is that what you're
That's
talking
original.
about? Is that what you tried? Maybe they try to feed you some cats.
Oh, Molly.
Oh, Molly, you said Molly.
Molly, my cat.
That's funny.
No, all right. A couple other things. Now we got to get to something quick. You know, we're man that flies here always. Here's a good one, bro. What's going on with the presidential election in the United States? Right now, I just read today that the nomination is officially Trump's, but they're going to still vote.
Yeah, today the primary today is in Florida right now.
But it doesn't
Jamie just came back from voting for Trump.
But it does not matter.
No, because I
know
told you this.
now,
I told you this off camera.
Will
but-
you? Okay, you are a pretty middle of the road guy. Meaning,
Yeah.
I mean, you're more of a Democrat.
Yeah.
So am I.
I'm more
very
middle of the
liberal
road.
leaning.
I'm more middle of the road. If Nikki Haley was running, I'd root for her big time.
No, I wouldn't, because you can't fix the roads in
I
South
would.
Carolina. You can't fix the roads. But so you and I are both pretty much we're socially liberal. I mean, we don't give a shit what you do with drugs or sex or anything. We don't care. But I don't want to see lazy stuff. I don't want the government to pay for lazy people and all that kind of crap. You know, I don't believe in this
Handouts.
government agencies. You know, we have the DEA, FBI, Homeland Security, ATF. We don't need all these alphabet organizations. We don't. We need a few, and that's it. Maybe keep the food safe, keep the shipping open for the military, you know, whatever that is. But we're both on the same page. Now you got Biden, who's going to be 81, and Trump, who's going to be, what, 78?
Yeah.
When they, I think 4 years difference, so 81.
3.5,
87.
4 year difference.
Right,
Yeah.
difference in age. What is going on? Now, we know who's the president. I told you why I'm so pissed at the Democrats. Because they don't put up a candidate. They let Biden walk through this thing. I didn't see one debate, not one debate with Biden or anybody for that matter. But at least the Republicans, whether you like Trump or not, and I'm not saying like him or not, because there's a lot I don't like about him. There's some I like about him. Now, Trump is the presumption nominee and is the nominee for the Republican Party.
Yeah, as long as
Do you think at this minute Trump beats Biden?
it's close, but right now in the polls, he's up very little bit. Within the margin of error.
Trump is up.
Within the margin of error. He's up by like 2%.
I also read...
Which the margin of error is 1 to 3%.
No, but I did read that no sitting president that was down in the polls to a running mate at this point ever came back to a win.
That could be true. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think now, because usually at the end of a presidency...
There ain't no president ever run against Trump, insurrectionist. So, I mean, there's a lot of ifs in this election.
Do you believe that Trump was a cause?
Of course. 100%. 100%. He had an influence in that.
Influence.
Listen.
He didn't say to him, go down there and take him hostage and kill him.
No, he didn't say that, but he said, go down there and fight for your country.
He
didn't say take him hostage. No,
But bro,
he said, let's go down to the Capitol
he's saying-
and fight
But
for your
isn't
country.
that the whole gun issue? And not, telling people how to use their weapons?
No,
Isn't that-
you
isn't that what it
you
is?
guys got to understand something. Listen. Do I think Trump?
And when it happened, he sat there and fucking watched it on TV and didn't call a National Guard.
That I think
didn't
is
do nothing.
That's a problem.
He's over
that's
there
his
making
problem.
TikToks about it. He's over there making
That's
TikToks
his
about it.
problem.
He's making TikTok.
And
the only guy who knows how to work TikTok.
And his son, Kushner, his son-in-law, his daughter, they all told him, Dad, you got to do something. Dad. And he just sat there and watched TV for 4 hours. laughing his ass off while his almost vice president wanted to get hung.
You think they would have did it?
If they would have got him, there would have been one nut that would have done it, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He's got a good point. What do you think, Nick? You're a young man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he definitely had a part.
And you're not
Let me ask you a question.
You're not a prejudiced guy, and Trump is big-time prejudiced.
No, yeah. I told you what I always...
I don't know how
my politics is so different. I'm not different. I am so disappointed in this country. It's what I'm really disappointed, especially the Democrats. I'm really more disappointed in the
What
Democrats.
country aren't you to? Maybe you can move there.
You know what? Maybe Costa Rica.
Well, that's a good place.
You know
out of
why?
town.
There's no military. It's one of the countries with 3 million. No, there's no military.
You better buy a new RV because there's a lot of mountains.
Oh, it's nice down there. Listen. What country? I don't like the fact, bro.
I don't like a lot of things too, but America is one of the better countries to live
Listen,
in.
I love my country. I'm not.
Well, anyway, you just said.
No, here's my problem with the country right now. We are getting to this holier than now bullshit that we're always right, which we're not. We've proved it. When this country talks anything about human rights, I can't stand it when it opens its mouth.
Now
about
you're
human
talking
rights.
to you went from Trump
What you said
to
about our
human
country.
rights.
No, let's go back to Trump. We're going to go back. We're going to stay on the Trump thing. What do you think it matters? I almost don't think it matters. I'll tell you why.
What?
Presidents come and go. I think our Congress is so screwed up.
No question.
That has things messed up. And here's the problem. Did you live better under Trump or Biden?
Same for me. I didn't live bad under either one, so I can't see one of them changing my life.
Right. And I'm almost for
I
that.
agree with that.
But wait a minute. If you think Democrat and Republican or whatever, and you say, wait a minute, who is going to raise taxes on me if I make a few bucks?
Trump.
He's going to raise taxes on the rich?
No, you're not the rich.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is...
No, he ain't going to raise it on the billionaires, no. But he's going to raise it on the nurses, doctors, lawyers, the regular working people. They pay the fair share. And that's one thing I like about Biden. I personally think that taxes should be across the board, whether it's 10, 20%, whatever, for everybody. For the poor and the rich. Let them pay their fair share. If it's 20% of your salary, if you're making $1 million a year, you're paying 20%. If you're making $100,000 a year, you're paying 20%.
Disagree.
All right.
Why are you putting... Because the cost of things for a guy who makes, let's say, $100,000 to a guy who makes $10 million, there should be a difference.
So in other words, the guy making $100,000 should pay less tax.
Yes.
But he's paying more percentage than a billionaire right now, according to Trump.
I did not say that billionaires should, but you got to think about two things with this. First of all, everybody just gets this away from things, okay? And you think of this in this way, bro. If you are a taxpayer, what are you paying tax for? What do you pay tax for?
For America to run.
Okay, right. The roads.
For the government.
The federal highway.
For everything.
Right.
Yeah, all of the above.
Who uses more resources? A guy who makes $20,000 or a guy who makes $1 billion? The guy who makes $1 billion totally uses more resources. They got more cars for the roads, so they're wearing out the roads more. They own construction companies, so
they should be paying. They should be
ruining roads.
So they should be paying, according to you, they should be paying a little bit more than the poorer people.
Absolutely,
they're not.
Well, that's something that should be done. But who?
Well, then I don't know why you like Trump.
Because Trump was lowering the cost of everyday goods to the human, like the gas prices, the grocery prices. He's opening up lanes. He's opening up drilling places so gas goes lower. He's taking down stupid regulations so it makes food costs go lower. So the little guy can feel that weight, Dave. Yeah, people say, yeah, but it's going to hurt him in the beginning. But it's not true.
You're just talking.
It's not true, Dave. Yeah. So all I'm saying is that if you want to talk about immediate relief, I think Trump gives immediate relief where the Democrats give not, like maybe a longer term relief, so to speak. And here's another thing I think that's wrong. If you want to keep going, I think the Democrats missed the boat with abortion. They're not even going anything about it because Republican.
Say that again?
Abortion.
Yeah.
The government, listen, the Democrats are not talking enough about that. I don't even hear about that anymore.
They're talking about it.
Well, let me explain where the big difference is.
Well, you don't think a woman should have her rights?
Absolutely.
Well, then that's a Democratic. You should vote Democrat if that's your issue.
For that issue, right. Totally. And here's what I believe also with that. All of that. The Republicans always say less government. How is less government bringing abortion into the House? In other words, that's more government. It's more regulations they're making. Roe versus Wade has been around since 1970. 1970. It's a long time.
When you vote that way, isn't
the fact of the matter is, Trump in his 4 years has spent more money as president without government than any other president ever.
Is it because of COVID?
Well, COVID was just the last year.
Dave, COVID was from 1920 to 2020.
Yeah, and the election was 2021.
Yeah, he was out pretty quick after.
Exactly.
Once COVID happened.
That didn't help him. He was out in less than a year after COVID.
Yeah, I didn't remember him much.
COVID started.
Yeah.
Officially,
he was
March of
2020. He was helping a lot.
Exactly.
He was throwing
and the election was November of 2020.
Yeah.
Remember him throwing the towels in the crowds for the hurricane?
But he had spent more money, Larry, more money. And Nikki Haley brought that up. I don't know what he spent it on. I couldn't give you item for item, but a ton of money. He bought a wall that Mexico was going to pay for all this shit, man.
No, Dave. Let's face it. Every president lies like that. That's we know. So I mean, he's no different than. Listen, his rhetoric and his bombastic and his saying the craziest things, all that shit. A part of it I like because it comes out of his mouth. You know, they're thinking it. I mean, do I think he's...
Did you hear what he said the other day at his speech?
You got to tell me.
You didn't hear?
No.
That if he loses the election, loses the election this year, there'll be a bloodbath in America.
That's
all
awesome.
over TV.
That's
now,
what
if words don't matter, and he just caused that insurrection, he's telling all his freaking cronies
That's what I'm
get
saying
your guns and let's make a bloodbath if I lose.
Well,
basically,
I mean, he really, it's his
there
right.
There will be a handful of them that'll try it.
Isn't that our right?
To what?
To raise our guns and take over the government?
No.
That's your right. Isn't that right to have your guns?
To bear arms, but not to
arms.
take over your government.
Doesn't say you have right to bear arms and take over the government.
I think that's why you're defending yourself.
To defend.
Did it happen before?
Yeah, no.
No, the Civil War didn't happen?
Civil War was lost, but no, it was the North and the South split up.
That's
like two brothers.
It had nothing to do with an election.
I'm just saying.
There's nothing to do with it.
I know it didn't have anything to do with an election, but couldn't that happen?
No.
Okay, whatever.
No, I don't think. I disagree. I know
Whatever.
No, hey, listen. Okay.
You guys should get back to arguing.
Would you think things will change? Okay. Right now.
And here's another one in my opinion while we're on Trump. I think if he gets elected, I think
we're not getting off Trump.
If he gets elected, it's going to be worse than his first 4 years because he ain't going to be no incumbent. It's all about
the point
Trump.
I was trying to make.
I was just going to ask you.
You know what I mean?
Is he allowed to? He can't run two?
He can't run.
It doesn't say two consecutive
terms.
terms.
This is
only
it.
8
100% I'm right on this.
It's only 8 years.
This is the most the guy can run.
Yes.
Whether it's 4 now and 20 years from now, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And this and he can't run again, so he's got nothing to lose by doing whatever the hell he wants. And look what he did his first time. Every time one of his top notch supposedly brains give him a suggestion or give him their opinion, and if he didn't like their opinion, they got fired.
Well, that's what he's known for. So,
well, what do you think's going to happen this time?
Can't blame him.
You think it'll be any better this time?
We'll have to see.
You don't think he's
Can't wait
smarter?
To see.
No, I think he's gotten stupider.
I can't wait to see what happens. My whole point was with him being the president. I still don't think he's going to
win, to be honest.
Does it matter if he's the president or not? Like, he can still get the people to go to the Capitol and do what they do.
Dave. Well, I disagree because if he's the president, people got this false sense that, he'll get me out of prison or that the president.
Yeah, they'll get pardoned.
He doesn't.
They'll get pardoned.
Yeah, but you can't get president.
Yeah, I want you to, I wish we had TV on. I tell you to play his tape from a rally 2 or 3 nights ago. No, I mean, I don't know how to do it. I wouldn't even know how to get that on TV. But you should get the speech he made 2 or 3.
Okay, if you don't know where it's at, I'm not gonna.
I don't know where it's at. What TV? I mean, it was all over TV, but I don't know.
What is it?
I told you about there'll be a bloodbath, and he started it out about for all he started out about all the insurrectionists that went to prison over January 6th. You know, all his cronies that broke windows in the in the house. You know, all them people. He made a statement about like how good they are and. Oh man, it was
they're
fun.
patriots.
And this is for our patriots from January 6th that are in jail.
Yeah, no.
Stupid shit.
There's, listen, what those people did at the Capitol. I mean, I don't believe listen, in my opinion, the security should have just shot 20 people.
Speech.
Stop that thing in its tracks.
I also agree with that. I totally agree with that.
So do I.
They cared that much about the reputation of everything. Yeah, they should have.
They were the first one they got thrown
Is
with.
that it? Is that it?
That Ohio rally draws responsibility.
Which one?
Well, with the bloodbath.
This one?
They're all
Look,
over.
look.
Yeah. Okay, let's just hear one. Can we hear it?
For the whole, that's going to be the least of it. Mexico has taken over a period of 30 years. 34. Now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. Mexico has
The least of it.
a period of 30 years. 34% of the automobile manufacturing business in the country, think of it, went to Mexico. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President
China.
Xi, you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal. Those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car.
There you go.
Across the line, and you're not going to be able to
Now, see, maybe what you listened to, Dave, was taken out of context, number one.
Well,
it's a bloodbath in work jobs, maybe. You know what I mean? We're going to lose. You're going to lose that. It's
The internet loves doing that.
Yeah.
Context.
Taking things out of context, obviously. And we know
they're actually known
now,
for it.
and some of his cronies take it out of context too.
Oh,
I
they
know,
love
Dave,
it.
but he can't walk around eggshells talking either.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can't do
you
that.
got that point of it, too. So I know what you're saying, but I think, listen, both sides, listen, he's right, though. If, we have to kind of be a little bit stronger to other shit than just letting it walk over us, too, Dave.
Seemed like
Don't
a
you
G
agree?
in that. He seemed like a G right there.
Right? That's what I mean. Listen, do I think Trump is, I don't even know if he cares. Nah, he gotta care. The guy cares. He got grandkids.
I think it's all ego. I don't think he really cares.
Yeah,
about
he
any of
cares
this.
all about him.
I don't think he cares
all
a
You
what?
don't think he cares because he got grandkids?
I don't think he
think-
gives one
I don't
shit
think
about
Bi-
his wife or son.
I don't think
Have you ever
Biden
seen
cares.
Have you seen his wife at all in this campaign? Not one bit.
I haven't seen
No, I
him.
haven't
Not
seen her in
once.
a while, matter of fact.
She's dead.
No, she's
Buried on the cemetery.
She's at the golf course.
Sorry, the golf course. My bad.
I don't know. That is true. But, I'm not hearing much from his kids on rallies or anything yet. But then again, Dave, he's now the presidential nominee officially, I think. He will
Not
be.
officially.
Well, after they have the
He officially
convention.
won the nomination, but he's got to be sworn in by
he's gotta be
the Republican
nominated.
National
Right,
Convention
gotta be
and shit.
officially voted
Exactly.
and
So
all that.
come that convention, whenever it is in the summer, then he officially.
He'll do it. I got you.
Oh, of course he's going to do it. I never seen someone who got nominated not been officially done with.
So is it official? Now this I didn't think would
Yeah.
happen, and I called this and I was wrong, and I'm going to say it. Do you officially think Biden is the presidential candidate? You think so?
Well, he is
a
right
lot of people are saying
He is right now.
still that he's going to pull a last minute, not run. You read a lot about that. Especially
He's got to run.
his numbers.
But
are
I mean,
so
if he
bad.
has a stroke, then he ain't running. I mean,
right.
I don't know.
Do you think he's going to make
They're not going
another
to tell
4
us.
years?
They're not going to tell us he has a stroke.
That's
They're just
another
going to
thing.
put him up
Nick,
there.
do you think he can make another 4 years?
Huh?
Do you think
No.
he can make another 4 years?
Yeah, I think they
Living
can
wise?
shoot him up enough.
I think listen, I got to say one thing. For the State of the Union, he looked a little juiced or something. I mean, he had some juice.
He definitely
and
had a
energy.
fat line before that.
Yeah, he had some
speech.
lines of coke or something. The guy had. He got into his son's stash.
Oh, shit. He was like, let me get some of that. You still know your guy?
I'm going to get hash back for that.
You
It's
still
almost
got your
over.
guy?
We got to talk about the tournament.
Okay,
NCAA
now,
tournament.
we just got pushed by Dave right to the NCAA.
Well, look at the time.
You do have to go, though, Larry.
All right, bro. You are a big sport. One of the biggest sports guys I know is you, and I mean that, not bullshit and anything. We were in a couple of cool pools. Number one, I can't wait. I should put the pools up. Can I do that, Nick? Am I allowed to put the pools up? Show the people what we got?
No, don't even do it.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering. Maybe you can do
It's
that.
just first and last names. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, it's no last name. Nothing. It's just a pool.
Then you
and
can just
who
take
do you
a
think?
picture.
First of all, the March Madness starts in 2 days. This is up today. This is what are we at? Thursday. This is officially start Thursday.
Yeah.
And we're in it. Thursday's games.
Yeah.
And then Friday's games.
Yeah. And
That's
every
the-
game after.
Okay. So, who's the favorite?
Connecticut,
Okay. Who's top three?
North Carolina, and Houston, Connecticut.
Still North Carolina. Fab Five. Houston. No, Five Jamma Jamma. Wasn't that Houston?
No,
With,
Five Jammy always Michigan State with Magic Johnson and them.
Who's the? I thought. Oh,
Fabulous.
Keema Lamajan was them.
Was Houston.
Eagle
That's what I said,
Lamajan.
wasn't he?
Yeah, but not Fab Five was
Okay.
Michael
No.
Johnson. Magic Johnson.
Okay.
It was like that was the
Michigan
Fab Five.
Okay. And so now, okay, you got that. Now, so you got Houston, Connecticut, and
North Carolina and Purdue, your number
Nick,
one
they
seeds.
have. Do you know how much you can make if you could pick exactly what happens in those games? I think you could win $1 million.
Oh, maybe more than that.
I think
don't know.
Warren Buffett. You know who he is?
Yeah. Yeah,
Warren
we talked
Buffett
about
once
this.
put up, I think, $1 million, $2 million to anybody who could pick the exact thing.
Remember the
Nobody did.
14-year-old kid that got almost every one of them right? He missed two
Almost
of them.
don't win it.
Yeah.
No, he did win, and they didn't want to give it to him. They were running some
there was
contests.
something. There was a pool he won.
And they were like, sorry, you're 14. We're not paying out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But Dave, do you care who wins?
No, I mean, no.
No, you're more of a. What's your favorite sport? Baseball,
Football,
Mets.
probably.
football over baseball.
I like all sports.
No,
but
you like
baseball's
football 'cause
too
of
long
gambling.
of a season. Football's just once a week per team.
What about hockey and basketball?
Come playoff team, I like hockey. Come playoff.
Hockey and basketball, I like also.
I mean,
Come
playoffs
playoff.
is a different game.
All of those leagues, even baseball, they have just so many games. In baseball, you got 162 games. In other sports, you got 82 games.
Yeah, 82 in
So-
hockey, basketball,
And then
only
football, you only got 16 games.
17. Yeah,
16.
each team plays 17 now.
Oh, is it 17? With
It's
one
18,
bye?
I think it's 18-week
Oh,
season.
okay.
With a 1 week bye.
Nick,
each
it
team.
used to be 12 when we were growing up. Football season was
No, I
only 12.
remember at 14.
Money, money, money.
Well,
Money.
Money.
Oh, money. You're
Exactly.
right.
It's
Oh,
all
yeah.
about
Well,
money.
population.
What they did away with an exhibition game and made it a real season game.
Yeah.
Yeah, make
No.
money. Yeah, it's
Change
true.
smart tickets,
But it's
merchandise,
all about
airtime.
It's all about it's all about TV.
Airtime,
TV's
ads,
paying millions of dollars for,
Yeah. And they're getting
you know what I
raped.
mean?
TV's
Hey,
done.
come on.
YouTube's taking over sports, I heard. There's a big article about sports.
TV's
and
still
YouTube.
making money on football. Though.
No,
That's
I
it,
didn't
you
say
know.
not. I said YouTube's looking to try moving into the sports arenas and stuff.
Yeah,
No.
they're ready.
They're ready.
Buy us up, please.
Yeah, the
Please
TV
buy
wants
us
to buy.
up.
So okay, we're in that. So anyway, I was gonna do something. And
Ain't gonna happen in my time or your time.
what?
You don't think YouTube could buy the NFL next week?
Of course,
I
they
don't,
could.
I don't
Money
think.
wise.
I don't think the NFL is going to sell to YouTube next week. So,
yeah.
in
You
my
don't think,
in my
you don't think that's
time,
possible in your time that the NFL would sell to Google?
the whole league.
Mate, you never know.
You know?
So the NFL won't be the NFL; it'll be the YouTube.
No,
league?
it would be NFL. They're just selling it to the.
Like the owners.
Selling what?
You, Dave,
The
you
the
don't have it.
NFL.
Well, somebody like Elon Musk could buy the whole entire NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's your point?
You just said that YouTube could never buy up
He's right.
The NFL.
They're not going to sell the
Never,
whole league.
never,
Each team's
never
worth
happened.
$5 billion.
Never happened.
I'm talking about like streaming. I'm talking about
now,
like
is your
streaming.
question, can they
I'm talking
afford
about, like,
to do it?
Streaming
or
rights
would the
and,
NFL
like,
even let them do it?
I'm not talking about like per team. I'm talking about just streaming rights.
Oh, the rights, Dave. Oh, I think
I'm
you
not
might
talking
see
about
that.
No, I'm not talking about like, oh, they're buying
he's
all
talking about
teams.
buying the whole.
Well, he mean. I get
You mean
he's
to
gone.
put them on TV?
Yes.
On YouTube?
You can
Oh,
outbid
yeah.
the TV.
Yeah,
No,
easily.
but
easily they could do, and then we will
That's
see
what I'm
that now.
talking
Too.
but it
about.
will
Yeah.
still. We see it now.
It's true.
That's what I'm
We're
talking
seeing
about.
it now, right?
They're on Hulu.
Yeah.
Who is?
One day a week, they're on Hulu.
Really?
Only Hulu. If you don't have
Yeah.
Hulu, you're not watching
Unless you have
unless you got Apollo TV.
we just gave a
Well, no, we'll cut that and then we'll hit the sponsor for the.
No, because we gotta go.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, bro,
I'm
I'll
not
tell you
cutting
what.
that. I'm not
that in.
cutting that.
I'll tell you what, bro. Anyway, I love having it. You got to do this once, at least once a
Censor
month,
it.
maybe twice a month.
What, this podcast?
Yeah, and you also got to do. Nick's gonna do it. We got to do another review video, Nick. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Like
No,
the
we'll put
Mr.
that
Beast.
one up.
No, we would put the one we did up.
You did one already?
Well, you and I did one.
Did you put it up yet?
Not yet.
No.
But we're gonna get.
Well, first see how it does.
Doesn't matter. People want to see us do it. I like to do Mr. Beast videos because I love to watch them, and I like watching. I'm mommy watch one.
The next one will be better, guys.
Oh,
Sorry
he's
about
right, 'cause
the
Nick
audio
was making
quality
this,
and-
I didn't set it up right.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. Anything going on, Nick? What we got? We got a
No,
couple of
you
great
gotta
guests.
go.
I got Ben's coming back for an interview for Friday, and I got Paul, my nephew, is going to be for the next Tuesday. I think that he's an ex. I don't know. He works for the Defense Department. And
What kind of video you doing with him?
a podcast.
Oh.
Podcast, just on what's going on with politics and stuff, and not only just politics. He's pretty like in the government and contracts and how that that works and stuff like that. We're gonna see about that. So we're like, anything else to say, bro?
That's it. Kind of. Tournament starting up. Good.
We're gonna be going more on the line about politics when it comes down, especially if they have a debate.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Because for the purposes of the show, I'll be a Republican, you'll be a Democrat. We'll all go Biden, Trump. Maybe we could do that. Nick, where are you gonna stand?
Not.
You're not gonna stand.
You couldn't even spell your Trump or Biden's name.
Neither one of them. Neither one of them.
You don't know nothing about politics.
Yeah.
Is my point.
I don't want. Why would I want to be
I
like
don't
that
mean he's
stressed
stupid.
all the
It's
time?
Did you ever watch a new show about
Why
politics?
would I ever want to be that stressed all the time?
I asked you, did you
Sounds
ever
ridiculous.
watch
Why
a
are you
show
stressed?
about politics?
Huh? When my boy Trump was first debating, yes, I watched every one of those debates he was in, and
They were
it
fun.
was electric. I was so into it, dude.
My man Shane Gill. Shout out the best Shane Gill. It's true, man. But Biden, the watch,
Yes, I watched everyone.
I
Trump
will
was
watch
on.
them
Yeah.
too. I would watch them.
But it was only for-
I'm going to be pissed, Dave, just to end it if they don't debate
That's
each
so
other.
nuts.
If I was Biden, I wouldn't debate him under certain. I would have certain rules.
Like, what's the rule?
I would have certain rules for
I
him,
would
yeah.
have a mute button on
Yeah,
his
cut
mic.
his mic.
For the
cut his mic,
What's the
yeah.
guy who does it?
The moderator.
The moderator. And listen, here's a fact. In 2020, before the election, they debated, I don't know, 3 or 4 times.
Right.
After the first debate, Biden didn't want to debate him no more because he couldn't get a word in. Meaning like...
He just talks over everybody.
Yeah, but you're supposed to get 5 minutes and 5 minutes of this, 5 minutes, and Trump always
Interesting.
interrupted and all. So now, the second or third time, they put a mute on Trump's mic.
Yeah, they
Did
needed
they really?
I
to.
swear to God.
Yeah, after the guy was like, "All right, boys, we need to settle down."
Yeah. That's
The next
Trump.
one,
You know
they had a.
Why are you going to debate him?
But the also,
I'm not up here
also,
arguing. This is a debate.
Also-
this ain't who can scream louder.
but
Yeah.
Joe kept falling into it so easy.
Yeah, well,
He just
Trump is a
fell into
master
it
at that. Let's
every
face it.
time.
so that's not a debate, though. It's more of an argument.
That's what goes on.
So,
Yeah, that's
well,
what,
then I wouldn't debate him.
anything
No,
with-
if that's what you want to do,
anything-
no. I would. Then if I
anything
was
with
Biden, I
Larry
wouldn't
is-
debate him.
See, that's
an argument.
The what?
I said anything with Larry is the same thing. You're just
Yeah,
loud.
you got to put a mute on his
Yeah,
mic
he's
too.
just super loud, dude.
Wow, you guys hearing this
Is
shit?
it
I am
louder?
getting-
Only you do
Yeah.
have a mute on
I
that
do.
board, don't you?
I do.
Mute him out
Yeah.
right now.
See you, buddy. All right, Dave. Hey, Dave, can you close us out for us?
Okay, shout out to Oliva.
Shout out to Leave us. See ya.
Don't touch anything.
Go ahead, let him
The greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely
Okay,
something
Trump,
you
go
should
ahead.
hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
You did it.
Okay, that's good.
Different. That'd be good. But here, Larry shut down.